Hey guys, Coach Shay here. I just want to take a minute to talk to you a little bit about how to utilize everything that comes with your program. What do I mean by that? When you get your program, no matter what program it is, all Beachbody programs come with a fitness guide and a nutrition guide. Some of them are in big booklets like this. Some are in small little pamphlets like this. They could be anywhere in between, okay? But they all have a fitness guide of some sort and a nutrition guide of some sort. Super, super important to read through these things. We all give guys a bad time, or they kind of get a bad rap for not reading directions when they're building something or putting something together, right? They're like, nah, I don't need that. Don't be like a guy, okay? When you're doing your or when you're sitting down to start your program, I can't tell you how many times I've had a challenger come to me and they're frustrated because they're not getting the results that they expected, or they're confused about which day they're on or whatever, because they haven't read through the information. It's all here for you. So don't be that person, okay? We give you this prep week so that you can start out with a strong foundation so that you know what you're in for. So I want to talk for just a second first about the fitness guides, okay? Like I said, some of them are big booklets. Some of them are small little packets, so it just depends on what your program came with. There's 3 things that I want you to look for when you open up your fitness guide. I want you to read the whole thing, but 3 specific things that I want you to look for. The first thing is, why does this program work? How does it work? Okay, so for example, in Turbo Fire, it explains, simply put, it's the most intense calorie blasting cardio training class ever put on DVD. Doing HIIT training, high intensity interval training, is 9 times more effective than traditional cardio. It's the music behind Turbo Fire that makes this program unlike any other, okay? It's got all these little tidbits and details about the program. Learn about your program. In the 21-Day Fix, it explains simplicity. We've all been inundated with phrases like calories in, calories out, and eat less, exercise more. As simple as that sounds, knowing exactly how much to work out and chow down isn't so easy. Okay, it explains why does this program work, and I want you to read that and to really understand that, because the more you know about the program that you're doing, the more you're going to fall in love with it and the more committed to it you're going to be. Okay, so that's the first thing. Why does this program work? How does it work? Number 2, what is the schedule? This is so important. I cannot stress this enough. Do not be the kind of person who is like, today I feel like legs, tomorrow I'll do abs, and then I think I'm going to do my upper body. That does not work. First of all, there's a specific reason that the trainers have placed these workouts in the order that they have. Okay, there's a science behind how this works. And then second of all, it's way too easy to wake up in the morning and lay in bed and go, do I want to do legs today? Am I going to do arms? Maybe I'll do Pilates. Am I going to do yoga? And then pretty soon, 20 minutes have passed, and now you don't have time to do a workout at all. And you're like, dang, I got to get in the shower. Well, I guess I'm going to do my workout tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll figure out what I'm going to do. Don't do that, okay? Schedule your workouts. Do what they have planned out for you. The guides will show you. For example, the 21-Day Fix guide shows you right there. I don't know if you can see that. Monday, total body cardio fix. Tuesday, lower fix, so on and so forth. So follow the workouts the way that they're written in the guides, okay? The third thing that you need to look for is what's the time commitment and what equipment is necessary, okay? This is super important, because just like knowing what workout you're going to do in the morning, you need to know how long it is, or in the afternoon, evening, whenever you're doing it. You need to know how long it is so that you can schedule that time, set that time aside, okay? You need to be able to say, I'm busy for 35 minutes tomorrow from 7 to 7:35 because I have a workout to do, or whatever the case may be. And then you also need to know what equipment is involved. Do you need to wear tennis shoes that day? Do you need to bring a towel with you to the living room or whatever? Do you need weights? Do you need resistance bands? What do you need that day? It's important to know these things ahead of time, and that's what these are going to tell you, okay? So read your fitness guide. All right, on to the nutrition guide. This is perhaps even more important than the fitness guide, because we've all heard the saying that you can't outwork a bad diet, and that is so true. I am a testament to that. I did P90X. I started it so many times, and I quit so many times because I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see, because I wasn't following the nutrition guide. So do not bust your tail with your workouts every day and eat junk because you won't see the results. It's not worth it, okay? So the nutrition guide can be a little bit daunting, right? The workouts are pretty simple, okay? I'm going to get up, I'm going to work out every day for 35, 40 minutes, whatever the case is. The eating can be a little bit more tricky, and it requires a lot more planning. So I want to just point out a couple things to you to help you understand that it really can be pretty simple. In the front of the nutrition guides, okay, the guides will all look different, but they all have the way to figure out what your calorie target is, okay? This is a simple equation so that you can figure out how many calories you should be targeting to eat each day. First thing it does, your current weight in pounds times 11, okay? So let's say, for example, that you weigh 150. You're going to times that by 11, and you're going to end up with 1650, okay? That's your caloric baseline. What that means is that's the amount of calories that you need to eat to stay right where you're at, okay? If you weigh 150 and you eat 1,650 calories a day, you're going to stay the same. You're going to maintain. Then they have you add a number that counts as your calorie burn. So for PIO, it's 400. Read your program guide because it may be different for different programs. In this case, we take 1,650, which is our caloric baseline, and we add 400 calories so that we can account for the calories we're going to burn during our daily workout. Okay, that's going to give us 2,050 calories. That's called your maintenance calories. What that means is that if you weigh 150 pounds right now, you do your PIO workout every day and burn approximately 400 calories, and you eat 2,050 calories a day, you'll stay exactly the same. Okay, next part, subtract 600. Okay, again, read your program guide because this number is different depending on the program you're doing. But you're going to take your maintenance calorie amount and you're going to subtract a number, and that's going to put you at a calorie deficit, okay? What that does is help you lose weight. Losing weight is a numbers game. You've got to be burning more calories than you're consuming, and that's what this is helping you do. It's helping you figure out exactly what that ratio is. So in our example, we had 2,050 was our maintenance calories. We're going to subtract 600 from that, and that's going to give us 1,450. So that's our caloric target for each day. Super important that you move on to step 2. The reason I say that is because if you just say, okay, I need to get 1,450 calories in every day, and you consume that in potato chips or candy or soda pop or something like that, you're not going to see results. So step 2 is going to explain what type of food and break down how many servings of each type of food you need to be eating to see results. In our example, we can have 1,450 calories a day, which puts us into Plan B. And you can see here that means we get 5 servings of primary vegetables, 2 servings of secondary vegetables and grain, so on and so forth. So that's going to tell you how much of each type of food to eat each day. Then you're going to move on to step 3, and this is going to tell you what type of food is in each of those categories. So for example, primary vegetables, and it shows a list of what things fall under that category, and it shows you how much, what a serving size is for each of those things, okay? So you can go through and figure that out. Now let's look for a quick second at the 21-day fix, because this is basically the same. They've just made it a little bit more simple. You're still going to figure out your numbers, okay, the same exact way. There's a little equation in there. The numbers are a little different, so remember, read your program guide, but it's the same concept, and then you're still going to figure out what bracket you're in. The only difference this time is that instead of saying you get 5 servings of primary vegetables, it says you get X amount of containers of green, okay? The green containers are vegetables, and so then you're going to flip the page, and you're going to figure out, oh, all of these things count in my green. Now, it's super, super important, again, to read the guide all the way through because there's extra little things that you need to know. For example, let's say you get 3 yellow containers a day. Yellow is your carbs. If you eat 3 containers of potato chips a day, or let's say you're even doing something healthy. Let's say that you eat 3 containers of sweet potatoes a day. Well, you're not getting that variety, so you're not going to see the changes that you want. So super important to read through this and to just be able to understand everything that's in here. Okay, so recap. Open your box, take out your fitness guide, your nutrition guide, read through them both all the way. In the fitness guide, you are looking for how does this program work? Why does it work? You're looking for what workout do I do every day? what's my workout schedule. You're looking for how long is each workout and what equipment is necessary. Then you're going to pull out your nutrition guide and you're going to figure out what your calorie target is. Okay, so do that equation. And then what bracket are you in? How many servings of each type of food do I get? And then what type of food falls into that? Now, from there, the next step is going to be to move into meal planning, because that's what you have to do with this nutrition. The nutrition plan is going to take a lot of planning ahead. We're going to talk about that and explain how to do that in an easy, simple way for you. But for now, I just want you to focus on reading through these, okay? And if you have questions about any of this, about what you read in there or whatever, post it in the group or message your coach, because that's what we're here for, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, and happy reading. I will see you all in the group.